All right, so this was a suggestion. This came from Instagram, and it's reading strangers' most sorrowful moments. I have the emotions of a chair, dude. So you suggest something to me that's supposed to elicit some form of emotions, or maybe that was because of that, potentially. My emotional intelligence is minuscule, sir. But all right, let's get it. Let's see what this is about, dude.
After I picked up my daughter's ashes from the funeral, I went home and ate some of them.
I'm guessing this is potentially because they wanted to feel closer to their deceased child. That's actually horrifying, okay? But I kind of understand, I guess, a little, but that's still a little horrifying, bro. All right, let's get it. Okay. Wow. Okay. Okay. Wow. Oh, wow. Okay. Let's see where this is going. I'm gonna try to remain, moderately civil here, because if it gets too ridiculous and I laugh, I apologize, but I'm not going to be an asshole. You know what I mean? Let's get it.
I found one of my old suicide notes in my father's office.
Okay.
He knew that I had suicidal tendencies, but never talked to me about it or changed his abusive behavior.
My biggest heartbreak was when my father passed away from cardiac arrest from shoveling the driveway after I was taken in an ambulance for my suicide attempt.
Oh, shit. I think these are going to give you nightmares or something, dude.
I am dating 4 guys simultaneously to cope with my heartbreak that happened 5 years back. I recognize it is wrong, but don't feel guilty about it. That's crazy, 4 guys.
Some kids in my class formed a WhatsApp hate group of my name a year back. I recently found out that my best friend is also a member in it.
That's ridiculous, bro. I really hope that you definitely do not know that person any longer, dude.
Looking back at what my father made me do to my younger cousins when I was 8 years old, I realized that I am a molester.
Okay, yeah, these are... Dude. These are horrifying, bro.
I would imagine that would have really
destroyed,
deep and long-lasting negative effects on that person and their cousins even.
Yeah, dude.
They were 8 and they were being forced into doing something, so don't feel guilty because
you couldn't control it.
I mean, you're an 8-year-old. You
yeah,
really
dude.
couldn't consent to anything.
Yeah,
so.
dude.
I got raped at a party my sophomore year of college. I had never been in a relationship and was planning on saving myself from marriage.
Damn, dude.
No one deserves to be robbed of so much, especially someone who's never been in a relationship. To experience a violent kind of shattering of your own personal boundaries is probably one of the most heartbreaking things that can happen.
Yeah, dude.
The one thing that they can't take away from you is your own willingness of giving yourself to another person and open your heart, because I think that's what truly matters.
My boyfriend manipulated and forced me into having an abortion of our baby that I really wanted to keep. He called me crazy and broke up with me a few months later, saying, "You're not getting over it fast enough."
Okay, that is the most horrible person on this planet. They forced you into getting some form of an abortion, and then they're mad that you can't get over it. Hopefully you are no longer with that person.
I'm paranoid that I can never have a child again. Being in a relationship with someone who's manipulative is a very real thing, and
Yep.
give it a shot with someone else that you really love.
Yeah.
Don't discount the whole idea.
Leave that person alone, though. Dude.
My stepmom is very rude to me.
Okay.
And continuously breaks my heart. I have ADHD, and each time I mess up, she reminds me how my friends and I don't hang out often. It hurts because I used to look up to her. I hope I can leave the house when I become a teenager. Wow.
Oh, the kid is not even a teenager? Where is the father? Like, why is the father not stopping the behavior of the stepmother?
I think this makes me sad because this is obviously someone who's pretty young who
Yeah.
wrote this. They're not even a teenager yet. And to have someone who's in your home who's supposed to love you and care for you be the one that's actually
Abusing
antagonizing you, I
yeah.
think it's really, it really sucks. Their stepmom is human too. What they say is not necessarily true, and they shouldn't carry this with them. Yeah.
Like, I don't understand how the father's not stopping that specific instance.
My best friend and I would spend almost every single day together. People would say our friendship was straight out of a movie. I struggled a lot with depression and anxiety, so one day I decided to tell him all about my worries. Because of this, he started to become distant. Once, when I was ranting a lot, he looked me in the eyes and said, "I wish you would kill yourself already." I still love him and hate myself for that.
Like, I'm fully aware that there are people that actually go through these things. But, bro, this sounds like if that's the situation that the person is in, they need to not be in that situation, bro. They can no longer be in that situation. Like, literally escape from knowing that person. How is your best friend someone who you trust and who you keep near, right? It's going to tell you, I wish you would kill yourself already after you basically expressed you are having issues mentally. What kind of horrible person is that, dude?
For that. Yeah, that's scary. Like it's like one day there's someone, your friends, or someone like you trust the most, and then another day they just kind of like become like a whole different person. I think it takes a while to rebuild that trust again with other people. It's hard.
Dude.
The last few women I've slept with have turned out to be racist. One of them started calling a stranger black slurs. Another night, a different woman shouted racist stereotypes at a stranger. As a black Latin woman, it hurts endlessly to know that people I shared my body with could be so hateful towards people that look like me.
Yep. That's easy.
I
Because, like, think about it, like, because it's not really so much about that specific instance in terms of like interracial relationships. You will run into people who specifically don't like your community, but think you're some anomaly, so they like you. So that needs to be addressed, if that makes any sense in that instance there. So yeah, dude, there are, like, think about like the a lot of the hate groups in America, right? Like, historically, it just was that. Like, think about the, dude, I don't know, dude. Shit's crazy, though. If you guys want to know information about that specific topic, you could easily go research that. I would suggest you researching it. All right, let's get it.
imagine it must be really startling and like a punch in the face of sorts. Racism is one of the most vile or hateful ways to interact with someone. Our relationships or our past aren't representative of who we are. Like, just because you have been with people who have turned out to be evil or bad does not mean that you are necessarily evil or bad. Or even if you were racist in the past, or if you had done bad things, that doesn't define who you are now. But it's really important to know and recognize who it is that you are and how it is that you want to live your life.
The other day, I took a few selfie pictures of myself and realized how ugly I am. It breaks my heart to acknowledge how much I hate my face. That's really rough. That's the worst feeling. There's a lot of pain in feeling inadequate in your appearance, and just comparing yourself constantly to
everyone else. You're comparing yourself to literally everyone else, right? It is, I'm guessing this person is young, right? Because you get to a point in life where it's just like, dude, it doesn't even matter, bro, right? If someone doesn't like you because of the way you look, dude, they just don't like you. They're not going to like you. And like, no matter what you do to change that, they will still not like you. So people are people, bro. Like, do you appear to be one way, accept your appearance and move on, dude. Let's get it.
other people who you perceive as more attractive in society. There's unspoken standards of beauty, which really impact how confident you are when you're interacting with people, and that's very unfortunate.
Once I wore my basic outfit, white t-shirt and jeans, to my mom's birthday party. One of her friends, who I've never met before, said to me that I am too fat and need to lose weight. The worst part was that my mom heard it but said nothing. I left the party immediately because I could not hold back my tears.
How is that possible that your mother didn't say anything about that, dude?
Like, you already have this part of yourself that is like very vulnerable, and then a complete stranger like points it out very rudely, and then your mother also doesn't come to your defense or come to support you.
Dude.
I didn't always think that the clothes I wanted to wear suited me, and there was like this moment I distinctly remember in middle school, it was like in math class, and I just I looked down and I was like, oh wow, like I don't feel great, and like I couldn't focus on anything else. Like, I was in class, I was supposed to be learning, but that was all I could think of. I don't know, I really wonder what they did after when they left the party. I hope they're okay.
What do you think they would have done?
There was nothing to do if your mother didn't if your mother didn't do anything to protect you there. Like, you're gonna go home to experience basically the same thing, or your mother secretly kind of like believes that anyway, dude. Yeah, that's a horrible thing, because like your existence is basically your mother not really liking you in the first place, unfortunately, dude.
The walk, maybe cry. Crying feels better. You need that sometimes. So.
I do. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The stories were terrible. Like, generally, almost all of them were like ridiculous, and some of them were like, "Is that real life?" Right? But dudes, let me know in the comments if you want me to do more of these. I don't know, but apparently, a couple of you do want me to do some of these. My opinion on these topics, potentially. Anyway, dudes, you guys have an amazing day. Like I said, let me know in the comments if you want more of these, dudes. All right. Enjoy your day.